Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? Yeah, I'm tracking a ship, but I'm not going to be able to get it because I'm here by myself, and I my truck's not here, so I can't go get it anyway. So there we go. But we're here. Max Air. Yeah, sorry I'm a little late. I had to go to the bank real quick, and come to find out, I was stewing about getting a deposit in the bank. And I said to the girl, they opened at 9, and I was right there in line at 9. And she said, I says, yeah, I missed you yesterday. Why? She says, we were open. And I said, oh, crap. It's a credit union. It's not a bank. It's a credit union. God, it's tough getting old. Hey, Joe, how you go? How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good. I was running a little late.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Yep, Jonathan Jackson's here checking on us all, and little Amalor said she'd be there soon when she gets home.
Yeah. Max Air,
Max Air is here. Yep,
5420. I got to run all the way back out to Slidell today.
you do.
Yeah, the coach texted me last night and he said, I need more envelopes. And I said, I gave you 50. How many do you need? He said, I need 50 more. He said, I got 95 kids this year.
How far is
Use
Slidell from where you are?
about 20 minutes. No, go. I just fed you. Go. But that he gave out 50 envelopes yesterday. And I've already started getting money for the thing. So I got Venmo on there,
Uh-huh.
and I've already started getting Venmo money,
Wow,
which is
that's good.
I'll put
Well,
it
that
I'll put
that
it to I'll put
that
it,
gets you some of your mad money, right?
no, that gives me some of my bills money right now. This gets me back. This gets me the stuff that I've lost.
Yeah.
But the thing I'm looking at in this deal is if you got 95 kids, and if everybody spends $20, which is the cheapest package, I'm good, you know. And I'm not getting $20 packages. I'm getting $30 packages right now.
Good.
That's not counting the yard signs and the posters that they don't even have on the website yet. That I'll have on a website before the thing, so they can see to order them too.
Max Air says getting old sucks.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you there.
I'm gonna
Just
pitch the
the
peanut real quick, Joe.
okay, just the last piece y'all getting right now, and then you're gonna go away. You're gonna have to go because Cleo don't need another piece. Well, if you do need another piece, though, you got yours. Good. Oh, and then we're dealing with this freaking cold weather here in Louisiana again. I'm getting tired of these 34-degree mornings. If I wanted to live in East New York City or West New York City or Montana, I'd live there.
Oh my. Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
feed my buddies.
we woke up to 34 degrees again.
Oh, really?
And like I said, if I wanted to live up in Michigan, New York, or Montana, I'd live there.
Yeah, I
I don't
woke
want to
up,
feel it.
it was 22 degrees here. So
I,
you were only about 12 degrees warmer than what we are.
and I don't believe me. It's not what I live here for.
W Drones, Daryl, how you doing?
Is that Daryl or his other brother Daryl? Every time I see that, I think of that show. Here's my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl. That was on
Hey, Mark White, how you doing?
Newhart. Newhart. And he come up to Newhart every time and introduce his brother and his other brother. And they were both Daryl, other brother Daryl.
Yeah, Jonathan Jackson says you can have my 33 degrees if you want to swap temps.
I don't want that either.
Max Air
Don't
says
want that either.
54 is great compared to 28.
When we started out at 34, I think the high today is 60.
Well, they're calling here for us to get up into the 40s. I'll believe it when I see it.
Morning, Lance.
Huh. Are you being a good girl? She walks over there by the door, sits down and looks at me with her ears, kind of like this. Oh, yeah.
I did him a leather pane night light
That
with
turned
the
out
bridal
good.
party. That was at the Cape.
Yeah. Hey, Lane, how you doing? Good morning.
Oh,
TJ here? I didn't see him.
I haven't seen TJ.
Oh, no, Lance says hi, JJ. I thought he's saying hi, TJ. He's talking to Jonathan Jackson. You're good.
Ah,
You're a good girl. Yes, you are. One Visionario, good morning. Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's the Tuesday after President's Day. What are you thinking? Huh?
mine are thinking they can get more food.
Well, Mia has got a full breakfast bowl full over here. She hasn't touched. And she's acting like she wants something. What do you got? Want to go outside? Huh? I'm gonna check and see if she wants to go out. Just a minute.
Okay.
You gotta go outside? What's this?
We need to get TJ. Where's Justin? We got one Jackson. Tim's not in the house, but Tim's at night, midnight. No. Dustin's in the house. Oh. Yeah, Max, you're right. It sucks to get old because like every year, once you pass like 50, something else hurts. You get another pain or something else happens. It never fails. The last two birthdays I had COVID and then pneumonia. So
So we got a few people in the chat. Nobody wants to join you, huh?
nah, they don't want to come on. They're intimidated.
Well, I imagine Lance is on his way to school. I'm guessing.
That's the
Oh, that turned out nice.
that's the bride and groom shot. Then I have them cutting the cake.
That's nice.
I have the rings on the back.
Boy, you were keeping busy then.
Yeah, I got it all done yesterday, and then I had the last one I did. I did the dance, but I didn't take the picture. I took it off the action. And I didn't like the way it looked, so I chunked it, and then I made took the picture of him when they left, with all the guys blowing the balloons and them doing the dip. And I sent it to them last night to show them. They're in the Virgin Islands. Then they came out and said it really looked nice. And I said, yeah, but I said, I'm getting rid of the one of the first dance because I don't like the way it turned out. And I said, I'm going to put the dip when y'all did the dip. And he came back and he said, I was just going to ask you, why don't you put the dip? So that's the one I put on there and I cropped it right and it looks good.
Oh, cool.
I didn't take a picture of it.
I see One Vision's having a bad weekend or week so far. He says he ordered a Valador frame on the 15th. They sent it to effing Puerto Rico.
Hmm.
He says, I'm 10 levels above pissed off.
Yeah.
He says, I live in Illinois, not Puerto Rico.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, we're waiting to see about the baby cat, about Tim's baby cat. He was going to inquire about see if it had a sibling.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, what I want to know, Lance, did you get your Air 2S? He said it was on. He said it was on UPS yesterday, I think. Oh yeah, why you stealing?
Valador 3.5. Wow.
I was supposed to go fly with Johnny. And I told him, he said, we're flying Wednesday. I said, Wednesday, I'm doing the angiogram. I said, we'll fly tomorrow if you can. He says, yeah, he thinks he can do it today. And I said, then I called him back and I said, got to go to Slidell. I'm going to go probably around 11 o'clock to Slidell. I said, then we'll just have to play it by ear, whether we do it today or do it maybe Friday.
There you go. So where do you guys usually fly?
That's why I'm going to try to, I need to talk him into going to like Slidell. But that's like 44 miles from him. That's a good drive.
What you do is you get a hold of him and say, meet me in Slidell today.
Yeah, he got the new truck. He don't mind driving it.
Yeah.
What I want, either that, I wouldn't mind flying where we fly all the time at Manchac if I could, but the problem he picks up his granddaughter now to the school. And but I'd need him to get out there, but the time he does that. Because if we get out there at 1:30 and stay till like 3 o'clock, you got 3 trains that come through.
Okay.
Then we could fly trains from different angles. And if I go to Slidell, the first train I think comes through at 10:30. But I'm not gonna go for that. It's just I had my fill of Slidell yesterday. I got that video. I looked at that video and I put that video together. It's up there now. I got a short that's coming out. I think it's today. Let me see if it's out yet. I think I put it to come out at 9 o'clock, but let me just check. That crash that I had, I still have no idea how I saved it. Find it. Manage. So, coming out today. Schedule. Crash and save. Oops. Put it public now, it's good enough. I bug him. He must have had to go get Mia in. Okay, where is it? Stupid thing. YouTube sucks. Says it's public, so where's it at?
So did your short publish or no?
Yeah, it's supposed to be published right now, but I'm not seeing it. Hold on. I was gonna stick it in the chat. Go back to home. It should be published, but where's it at? It's not showing up. Okay, we're gonna find it.
Somebody's
Tino,
talking to you.
get away from me. Get away from me. Go.
How's the no seizures or anything or?
We'll add. I think it was 96 hours. And yesterday, Justin came in and out a couple of times, and he started to have one.
Ah,
And I grabbed him. It wasn't as bad as the other ones. It was like very little, but he was standing there. You could see he was trying to have it. And I told him all I did was I got kind of close to him for a minute, and I said, "You need to calm down, because when you start getting all excited like that, that's when it happens." So he kind of stood there for a minute, and then it was maybe about 8 minutes later. It wasn't that he was having it the whole time, but he was just like he knew he was trying to go into one, and he really never went into it, but it was like borderline type.
the
But
other thing you
after
can
that,
do,
it's fine.
the other thing you can do is see about getting one of these. Right here. It looks like a flea collar, but it's called a
Yeah.
calming collar. It calms
Okay.
them down.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Anybody wants to go check out this? I don't know how I saved it crash. Because I'm telling you, Paul, I don't know. It first, like I said, I got a warning. It said vision sensor calibration error as I was going. Now, I think I got it going through the bridge the first time when I looked at it because I was starting to waver all over the place. And then when it came back the second time, when I went through the second time, that's when I noticed the error. And I was flying perfect. I was a little lower. That's Johnny and I were talking about. I was a little lower. So I'm thinking it could have also been maybe reborn or something in the roof, that got me. And that's it. I'm gonna run you off. That's it. Run you off. Go, go, go. I don't want to do this to you, but I'm gonna do it. Go, go. Don't it. Got myself again. This taser, it keeps the charge on the top, and I went to close it and touched it again. Darn it. I've been tased by my own taser about 10 times.
That's not good.
I'm just glad it's not when I'm pressing the button. Because that sucker gives me a jolt when I'm not pressing the button. But like I said, I was about 4 feet off the ground the first time, about 2 feet off the ground coming through when I got that error that I knew of. And it's just flying, and all of a sudden, so it's going to the left, and the rail is about this wide, Paul. But this wide, I went in between the rail the first time. Went right in between the rail, came back, hit the bridge, spun around, hit the bridge, went up, hit the bridge again, went over the rail, and I'm all over bridge and water. And then I was able just to control it and take off when it got away from the metal. I don't know how shock therapy, you're right. Yeah. You want that beer? No, no. But I don't know how I saved the. I don't know how when it said impact detected. I don't know how the motors didn't cut off on me. Because a lot of times the motors will cut off. Yeah. Oh hell no, no, Jonathan. Believe me, you don't want to touch this thing. Because what happens? You press it, and then you turn around, and you go to put the top back on it, and forget it holds a charge. But if y'all want to see a blessed save, it's in the chat now. Nunya.
Hey, Nanya. So what I was trying to think of, what would that on your taser thing, you said the charge stays. Do you think that that's a safety thing? So you go to use it, you press it, and it stays on. Is that what?
What happens when you press it? And what happens is this area right here is all the very tip of its metal. So for about maybe 2 seconds afterwards, this piece has a charge. So what you do is you press it, and I'll have it in the case to run the dogs, right? I'll do it, and they'll know, leave me alone for a minute, and then I'll go ahead and I'll grab the sheath to close it, and I'll forget, and I'll reach up there and do this, and catch that piece of metal right here, and it just makes my finger go.
Makes your finger go numb, huh?
Well, it does. The whole tip of my finger go. Every time I do it, the whole tip of my finger from here to here is numb.
Wow.
But it's like, what made yesterday worse though, Paul, was if you look at the full video, you got to watch for shadows. You'll see all the shadows that are going across. when I was doing the Mavic 3. And if you take a really good look at these shadows, think of how big they are because of these Osprey that were about 100 feet above me, and I was at 100 feet. These things are like the size of a Volkswagen on the ground. Some of these shadows, small Volkswagen. And you'd be flying, I was flying, and you'd see just a shadow go across, and then another shadow go across where they were following the drone. And that was bad enough. So then when I pulled down and hit the bridge with the Avata, and then I said, okay, let me get it up, checked everything. Everything was working right. There was no calibration needed. I moved away from my car. I think my car had something to do with it too. And then when I'm coming back around the bridge, I got a little bit of waver in it. No wind, so it shouldn't have been drifting. And as I came back down, I remembered all the high power lines. So I came down over the trees low, but I didn't realize there was another power line going through the trees until all of a sudden I'm right up on it. And then it's like you had the point of what do you do,
Yeah.
And as I came down, I said, well, I'm clear that wire. And I slowed it down and looked at it. The wire I went over the top of, I know I clipped it because it looked like it moved. I'm just glad I didn't take a wire out or take the drone out. And when I went through the wires like that, I said, that's it. I'm coming home. I'm not flying no more today. I was lucky. Three times.
3 times enough, huh?
Yep. Yeah, and like I said, I've looked at that thing 5 or 6 times, and maybe more than that. And I said, how in the hell? Because it almost looked like the drone was magnetic to the bridge. It would hit the bridge and bounce off the bridge and go back to the bridge and bounce off the bridge and go back to the bridge. Like it was trying to attract to the bridge. And all my hand was doing was trying to give it power forward to get it out the way. I'm ready to go back to the motion controller the way I've been running into things with the sticks. Don't laugh, Max.
The only thing bad about that motion controller, I think, is you lose perspective of everything around you because you're like this.
Well, no, I mean the motion control is the one in your hand I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But the motion control I like about that is the fact that I spelled Warren wrong. Sorry, Warren. Akarasho. But motion control, I like they got a little circle. And if you keep that circle around that X, you're not gonna hit anything.
However, it only gives you you don't have any side. You don't see off to the side.
You're just looking to the front.
Yep.
That's the same thing with the sticks, though. You can go wide, but you can't. You're not seeing anything to the sides.
Yeah, as long as because that's created by the goggles, right?
Right.
Now you can't fly the Avata and with a regular monitor, can you?
No.
Okay.
No. Oh wait, you can if you actually wait. You can attach like a tablet to the goggles and fly it that way if you want to take a chance.
But
if you want to take a chance, but I think it's better to have it right up in your face.
Go direct
No.
to a controller, then you put a screen on it or your phone or whatever,
Right. My thing was, I always said I wasn't going to buy the Avata till you could fly it with the RC Pro, one of the regular controllers. And then when I bought it, the first time I did it, it was kind of freaky, but then it's not that hard. And actually, you got good. I don't know what. I'm gonna have to recalibrate the drone just to double check it because it seems like it's doing a lot more drifting lately. And I'll be flying just with the right stick level like 4 feet or 3 feet off the ground, and it seems like it's going right or left, and I don't think my fingers are going right or left with the stick, and it could be me, but I know yesterday wasn't. Because I said yesterday I was flying, it was wavering a little bit, but yesterday the when that sensor error came up, it just got all quacky on me.
Huh.
I mean, it was, man.
That's not good. There's nothing worse than being out of control.
Yeah, yeah.
Because your mind is telling you you should be in control and it's not, you know.
Well, the only thought I had was it's still flying. Just keep pushing it forward and try to get out of this.
Sure.
And like I said, the rail, like I said, the rail was about this big, and it went through the rail sideways. And through the rail sideways would have been fine if I could have took off with it. But as soon as it did that, it turned right back into it. Went right back into under the bridge.
Wow.
And then when it went back under the bridge, it went back and it bumped the rail, went up a little bit, and then all of a sudden you get a big an orange screen because it was dead face against the thing. Then it bounced back down. Then it went back out. And when it went back out, I gunned it and got it away from it because I was going forward. And I just gunned it, and you can see where it pulled away. But if that sucker, all it would have taken was the right angle to cut them propellers off. And it would have been in about 60 feet of water.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah, stop. They're trying to make a delivery across the street with a great big truck. And of course, Mia wants to know what the hell they're doing in her neighborhood. Mia. Stop.
1, 2.
Stop your hussing. Stop.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see I get about 2/3 of the way into that bridge and it starts pulling to the right on me. And that's when I got that sensor warning and then just jumped back between the rails, went up, it clipped the rail a couple of times, went out over the water, came back in, went face first, face planted into the side of a beam, and then went up a little bit. I went up a little bit with it, and it shot across the beam, and that's when I took off with it out in the open.
Yep, Carrie Ann, she's very protective of her area.
Shoot, this could be a #1 entry on Ken Herring's videos with his crash videos. And when it face planted that beam, it should have knocked the engines up. I was thinking Houston will have a problem. Like I was saying, Paul, I got about 3/4 of the way into that bridge, under that bridge. And that's when it started to, I got the warning and it jerked to the right a little bit, then flew out, it went, and then just took off to the left.
Nothing worse than that feeling.
I like the fact the way it got through the rail sideway, it looked pretty cool. But it didn't look cool when it crashed into it.
That's a tanker Algoma, Canada. From the Algoma Central line.
The sucker's moving too. And that one you filmed yesterday, it was trucking pretty good in the water.
What's going downstream? And the current there is actually moving downstream about seven knots. And it's probably doing another 5 or 6.
What was that one doing yesterday? Was the current going the other way?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking about how fast that sucker was moving in the water. I got that angiogram tomorrow. I got to be at the hospital at 10:30. It came through and gave me all my instructions. Can't eat past midnight. Can only have water in the morning with my medication. Do not take the fluid pill. They said because we want to be able to find your veins, you know. And scheduled to go through my wrist tomorrow. So they asked me who's picking me up in the afternoon. So I should be coming home tomorrow. I just hope that he figures out that if it is those veins that are cheating, that are stealing all the oxygen, he goes in there and clips them and that's it, you know. I'd be glad to get this over with for a while. This is the most I've done with my heart since Halloween, since shoot, maybe 15 years, 10 years. Come on, Justin, wake up. I know you're around. I was about to say, where's Laura? And David pops in. What's up, David?
Good afternoon, good morning,
Hey,
good
David.
evening, and I'm guessing that you're about to leave.
No,
No.
Oh, cool.
started late.
Oh. Yeah, he's getting slack on these times, is Paul. Yesterday was early, today's late. Oh dear. Right.
Anything on that refund yet?
No.
You got your voucher?
Nope.
I'll call them up and say, you're sending me 2 vouchers now, right?
There's a lot of people kicking off.
I would imagine.
Good way to screw up your company.
Yeah.
Comes down to reputation and customer service, no matter what you do.
Oh, they've ruined themselves, basically. Go on the forums, just see how many people are kicking off.
Yesterday on Drone Nation, John Flynn was on there, and he was saying that he had a Mavic 3 refurbished he purchased, and it was out of warranty and everything. And he noticed that it looked like everything was good when he was doing the video, but when he get back, whenever you get into certain areas, the video would be flickering.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't doing that when he was looking at it, you know, FPV type. So when he talked to DJI about it, they said, no, you're gonna have to send it in, we gotta check it. And he didn't have a warranty on it. The warranty is over with. And he sent it in to him. They said it was a coaxial cable that was bad, that went bad, that works from the camera that was causing this. And they said they would go ahead and see if they have to repair it or what they have to do. And they didn't charge him anything, sent him a brand new Mavic 3.
Wow.
Now that's customer service, you know?
Yeah.
I've heard about 3 or 4 of those lately.
The guy that owned Bamboo used to work for DJI.
Mm-hmm. It could be just they're so overwhelmed, you know?
It could be, but you got to remember, I had bad customer service before all this went off.
Yep. I told
Yeah, some
John he
people-
keeps trying to. Go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead, go ahead.
I was going to say, some people have had the refunds and not the voucher.
Yeah. That could be hurting them right now.
Yeah, which means they're not buying new printers from them.
Yep. That is probably a big factor in whether they're going to stay in business or not, too.
Yeah.
I told Johnny yesterday, I said, all that peer pressure you keep giving me about going into acro, manual mode. I said, all I got to do is keep crashing like I crashed. I said, it looks like I'm in manual mode. So what's the difference? Man, I tell you what, the more I look at it, I don't know how in the hell it didn't go in the water. It just wasn't its time. They're going to water. That's what it was. Through the rail, up the bridge, under the rail, hit the rail again, hit the rail again, went over the rail, and then I got control. That's crazy.
Hi, everybody in the chat.
And I think my next flight is going to be with the motion controller. I'm going to bind it to that again, or just attach it to it and fly with that and see if it acts any different than it was acting with the sticks. Just to check it out once.
Yeah.
You see, it could be I might recalibrate everything before I even do anything, because it's just one drone that's been giving me that kind of fit. Just one about it. It gives it to me. That'll give me. It won't give me an error, but sometimes I'll be flying perfect, and all of a sudden it just wants to take off right or left. So I don't know if there's a look and see if there's a crack in it or something, but I'm not paying attention to it.
Well, I give you a lot of credit for trying that FPV stuff, I have no interest in it. It's not my history, and it's not going to be in my future.
I don't know if it should give me the credit or sympathy.
I don't know, Paul. I can see into the future, and in your next life, you're actually a drone pilot and FPV.
No, I don't think so, David.
Now he's gonna, when the Chinese invade America, he's gonna be doing Raptors up there at Port Huron. He's gonna fly for the military. Paul, he's gonna be taking out all the. That's why he's learning how to fly the ships. He's gonna be taking out all the ships.
Yep.
In 10 years, they'll be talking about Paul Murray and how he saved America in Port Huron flying Raptors for the military. He defended America from Chinese balloons. See, the sensors look good, unless the sensors going bad.
And Justin will be on a panel somewhere going, I told you we should have banned all the Chinese stuff.
Justin needs to quit eating and get on a panel. We'll get Dre in here talking about you.
He's out there eating. Is that what he's doing?
Eating a Twinkie.
Twinkie or a burrito, a breakfast burrito. He loves them burritos.
Yep. Now under my desk, Paul, I've got about twice the stuff you got under my desk, but it's all nice and neat in certain areas. Got it like packed in certain things.
Yeah.
And the other day I was putting this freaking cord in and it popped out. I had to move everything out there to find out where that cord went.
Oh, yeah, isn't it? I've done that a couple of times with my Nano Plus. You know, the card goes
Yeah.
in the back of it, and my fingers are so big that I push on it, and I got to get my fingernail, and then the next thing you know, pop, poof.
So this is the culprit. This is the culprit that tried to go in the water.
Oh boy. So you're gonna redo it all and plug it in and get fresh updates and
I want to do something with it. I don't know. I'm gonna make sure everything's right with it.
well, the thing of it is, if you take and you attach it to the DJI home site, it will when you plug it in, it will go through
Mhm.
and say, well, you need this update, you need that update, or you don't. You know.
Yeah.
Then you got to do the same thing. Now you don't have an actual controller, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Because that
I
they plug
got
in too. You know.
yeah. I got the motion controller and the regular controller.
Hey, David, did Laura get to go out and fly her drone?
No,
Is it raining there still or what?
no, she decharged the batteries and we've had a good day.
That's
You know what it's like.
funny. I don't mean to laugh, but I think that is funny. Now he said do it with the Apple, not with the Apple, with the PC. Justin said that. So we're gonna we're gonna find out about this real quick. We gotta go download it. I don't have it on there. Oh, let's see. I think I got to do the goggles and everything with this thing.
Could be.
You got to do them all separate.
I keep forgetting the name of that app, the DJI app.
Assistant,
Yep, there you go.
yeah, assistant to for Windows. Yep, I'm gonna see what happens. It's hard. It's so much different with doing the Avana, doing the update on Avana, because if I remember right, you got to put the goggles, this, and the controller.
Got to turn them all on. Yep.
Yeah, but I don't think you have to do them together. You know, you got to do one at a time, but it's just a pain in the ass because I got four things to do. You know, we're gonna find out. Okay, it's getting cold in here. What the freaking temperature is? I'm sitting here with a long sleeve shirt, sweats on, and I'm getting cold. Yeah, I'm on a time basis. Oh shit. Yeah, it's 68 degrees in my house right now, and the heat at 8 o'clock 9 o'clock this morning kicked back to 65. I got to kick it up. Let's see the agreement from DJI. Do you accept the agreement that I will be able to download all your data and spy on you for the rest of your life. Yes. Yeah, let's find out. And the only thing I really don't like about the Avada is where they put the freaking plugs at. And with it. Because it's in by the propellers. And believe me.
Morning, Corey. Morning, Mark. Afternoon, Mark.
Hey, Mark,
Thursday.
Offered him a new luxury RV. If Thomas would agree to accept down. It's going to Oliver devoted the lion's share of the season premiere to examining the allegations of conflict of interest around.
Shame Justin's not here. I could have rubbed it in about my Amazon orders.
Yeah.
He's there. He won't come on. He's intimidated.
Oh, he is.
Ordered stuff at 6 o'clock this morning. It was delivered at 10.
There you go.
And I thought, you know what? I'm going to try the same day delivery again. And ordered some more stuff. I've ordered 7 items and they're all out for delivery.
Good for you.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Yeah, everything I got's current.
Wait,
Okay, let's see what happens here.
don't sit on the microphone shouting.
I got an update. I had an update on it.
Did you?
Yeah, it's telling me update to fly zone. Something to do with the fly zone. So I'm updating, see what that does. Might have to get the other one out the back and do it too. Update completed. See, current official. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Y'all playing? Well, that is a good sign. Loki and Tino are wrestling around playing with each other. It's a good sign with Loki doing that. Let me go grab the other one out the back and see if I got to calibrate that one thing too. Yeah.
You close your one, right? It's your own fault.
Whatever.
Oh, the cockatiel, he's right up against Star, the only female one we've got, and he's going way out down her ears.
Yeah.
One way of making sure you ain't getting a date tonight. I've got
No
an
date for
headache,
you.
literally.
No date for you.
Don't worry, I'll rescue her. Get out of it. Leave her alone.
I updated these things the other day, so this must be another update. Let's see. Yep. Version 5.
Somebody's talking to you.
Balkan has sent me his. Chat. Well, it's all updated. So I'm gonna get the goggles and see if I gotta update the goggles.
Have you got any ships today, Paul?
No, I missed one this morning, but that's my fault. But I thought I could come on here and then shoot down there and didn't work out. That's all right. Because I had to go and make a deposit to my credit union to cover my checks and or my auto pays. And so I went there first thing this morning. I was first one there at 9 o'clock at the tube and made a deposit of cash. And I told her, I says, well, I'm sorry you missed you guys yesterday. And she says, we were open yesterday. We're a credit union. We're not a bank. I said, oh, crap.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yep. Because I pay most of my regular monthly bills get paid auto pay with my debit card, you know, which is a Visa debit card.
Hey, Gitchy.
Get you what's up.
Now is Gitchy back home now? Gitchy, are you home or are you
No, I think
overseas?
she was. I think she's heading off to Amsterdam.
Ah,
I'm
She
not
might be
sure.
leaving today.
Just to add to Joel's conspiracy, yeah, she'll be on her way as soon as she's fully charged.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Figured that was the issue. I don't want to see it till she's fully charged. Hey, goggles up to date. All that's up to date.
Your controller's up to date too?
I'm going to that next. You know,
You know what? I am so confused. I've got a Surface Pro and a laptop, and I can't find either of them.
well, that's not good.
I've pulled everything out now. Found the keyboard to the Surface Pro.
Double check with Laura. She may have built it inside that robot.
If I hear about that robot anymore. Jesus.
Wally has a Surface Pro.
She thought she put the motor in the wrong way. I told her, check the instructions. Read it. See if you put it in the wrong way before you take it apart. Or stop building and check it. She built the whole lot and then decided not to read the instructions and take it apart again to do the motor.
Oh. Was it good or bad?
Oh, what's that you've just put in the chat?
Well, Max Air wanted to know my Visa card number.
Paul,
Yeah,
why?
I don't know why.
Yeah, can you needs removing, Paul.
Why?
Oh, I can't remove it. Because it's your
No, it's not. It's a joke. In
Wow.
2024, OU812.
Oh yeah, now I get it.
Yeah.
All right, you got me there. See, Paul, I'm so used to just doing these random things, you know, putting your details in the chat.
Now,
Maybe you've been having us all on all this time.
that's why Max Air put the emoji afterwards of laughing and crying at the same time. Where's Laura?
Giving me a break. I mean, in the other room.
Oh, okay. So she's there. Because she said she wasn't home when she first came on.
How long ago was that?
This morning, earlier?
Yeah, we went out to the local shops.
Okay. Yeah, because she said she put the comment in there, be home soon. So
Oh, the guy that did the chemical attack in London on the mother and kids.
yeah,
He found his body.
well, they did.
When did this happen?
Well, it was a couple of weeks ago, but they followed CCTV and he just went everywhere around London, and so they got confused, couldn't find him, and the last sighting was near the Thames, near the big river. So they thought he'd gone in, so they started searching the river because it's got a real strong current on that thing. If you if you went in at Westminster, within half an hour, you could be, on the outskirts of London. So they've,
That's pretty swift.
yeah. So they went looking for him, and they found more bodies than they planned. Bodies of other people that they didn't know had gone missing, and now they found his body.
Wow. What do they weight themselves down? Because usually when a body goes in the water, it eventually ends up floating to the surface.
Yeah, that's what they wait for, don't they? They wait for it to come back up.
Yeah, because the gas builds up in them,
Yeah, you're gonna become a floater at one point.
Yep.
My biggest thing was we had a coroner that was about as cold as ice as you can get in New Orleans when I was working EMS. And he come out to scenes like that, and he'd be eating a sandwich while everybody was smelling everything.
Huh.
He'd be eating a sandwich and people be gagging, watching him, And they had a guy in a river one time, and he looked about as big as a balloon. And they had two rookie cops, and he looked over and he's got a meatball sandwich he's eating. And he looks over these two rookie cops. He says, "Hey, y'all go grab that guy, man." Like that, get him out the river. So they reach over there, grab him by the arm, pull, and the arms come off.
Pull the arms off. Yep.
They pull the arms right off of him. They're out there throwing up on the ground. He's eating his sandwich.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I put it this way. I had to turn around because I was going to throw up.
If you ever find a body floating in the water, the only way you can move that body is with a pike pole, and you can be able to put it in and slide it through the water. There's no way you can grab an arm or a leg or whatever. They just come right off. Just like chicken.
Yep. Now, thank you, Paul. I'll be eating chicken legs later. That's like last night. One of the shows. What was it? I think it was. I think it was Grumpy Vlogger last night. I'm in the middle of eating, and somebody started talking about diarrhea. I said, "Oh, thank you." I said, "I'm eating here." It's a great location to send it. That was close between those wires. See what this one says. That's some muddy water. I'm glad you didn't drop in it.
I'm Justin.
Well, I told you he's lurking. Finally,
So you're going to call it now, Paul?
We're
just leaving now, Justin. Congratulations.
Hey, Justin, how's it going?
Oh, good.
So, Justin, what do you think about my almost losing the drone? Did you see it?
No, I hadn't seen it yet.
I think I put it in your Facebook. That was the video. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna give you what you call it. Oh, I think I still got it here. No, hold on. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put the link to the short, because the short's all you need to see. You can watch the other one later.
Okay.
You find it. Hold on. Go back. Actually, it's maybe easier to find it in the chat because I did put it in there.
What's up, everybody in the chat? Mark, Gitchy, Jonathan, Laura, Dustin, Mark.
Yet she didn't leave for what you
Dre.
call it yet because she wasn't finished charging yet.
Uh.
I stole that one from David. Dre's in the chat. Wait, let me go get my tux.
Okay.
Where you said to watch the short?
Yeah, you see the short? Yeah, it's crash and save.
Where'd you put it at?
Oh, I didn't put it. It was in. I did stick it in here earlier before Gitchy got here. Hold on.
Yeah,
I don't see.
I can't go that far up.
It's probably gone.
That's fine. I'll go to your YouTube.
Yeah, it's gonna be. So it's the second. It's on there. It'll say crash and save.
No, I think you should replay it.
Yeah.
I missed it as well.
Crash and save.
Why is it the cheapest fucking products are the hardest things to get out the boxes?
Is it? Oh, dude, you're lucky.
There you go, Dre.
Holy crap.
How the fuck did you manage to get out of there?
You tell me. There you go, Dre. I'm right there with you this morning.
Is that bridge just always closed or is it closed for repairs?
Yeah, they're repairing about 6 miles of highway right there.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts.
I don't know how I saved it. I don't. That was all hand to God there. Hand to God.
Yeah, it was just fucking pure luck right there that you didn't wreck. But it was
Yeah.
kind of it kind of looked like it was on purpose though, because it like went in and out, in and out.
I know. It looked like who needs acro, huh?
Like if I didn't know you didn't mean to do that, I would have thought you, except for the last little part because you actually hit the bridge. But if you didn't put that in there and I didn't know that was what you didn't mean to do, I would have thought you did that on purpose.
Yeah. That'd have been pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
all
it's-
prepared for Dre if he comes on. Come on, Dre.
All prepared for Dre?
You don't have to be that intellectual if Dre comes on.
Ooh.
Here you go.
It's gotta be really basic.
Go on, just push them buttons.
Yeah, I was going to keep the shirt and the tie up here and throw it on real quick if Dre comes on and say, hold on, I'll be right back. And then come back up like that. You know. Yeah, this is a $500 jacket getting ready to go in the trash.
You know, that used to be really common back in the day, people wearing suits every day. They don't really
Yeah.
do that anymore.
Well, what
unless
you
you're-
do is you give it to Goodwill. They'll take and recycle it.
Now they got to have to work on it. I must have had a moth or something that likes this. And I've got about 3 spots near the bottom by the tail that have been eaten up.
Mmm,
They
Jackie.
still would take it.
You'll be
Once in,
surprised.
just drop it on.
Well, technically, he could take it to a seamstress and they would be able to fix that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Goodwill would take it
Yeah.
because somebody would get that at Goodwill and fix it, and wear it.
Mhm.
Yeah, take it in
Yeah.
there. And within, as you're walking out your door, you'll hear TJ go, "Can I have that?"
Yeah. The first thing I did is I went because I got 2 other tucks back in the back. First thing I did was went and grabbed those when I got home and checked, and they're not eating it. It must have liked the expensive one.
Gitchy said she just woke up, still not charged.
Yep.
Well, I'm saying if
This
you
is
want to keep it, just take it to a seamstress and have them fix it. They'll make
Yeah.
it look like it
This-
never even happened.
Yep. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Dude, I'll tell you what, Jason did a good job on his backpack last night.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's pretty good.
For as torn up as that backpack was, he did a pretty good job on it.
And Justin, they've actually got a powder you can buy. A powder that you can buy that you sprinkle on there and iron and it'll mold together.
I've
If I
never
can find
seen
yeah, I've seen it. They've had it for years.
Huh.
And you back it, put a little thing on there and just kind of iron it real light and it starts to mold into the fabric right there and it'll attach to the fabric that's got the hole in it and you can't even tell it's a hole when it's finished.
Oh, interesting.
And if I could find black, I might get some and try it.
I don't know. Would you really want to try that on a tuxedo?
Well, it's all the way in the bottom right by the tail. So I try a little piece. If it didn't work, the hell with it.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, I
what I
checked
said,
the,
Mark.
I checked the updates on the Avada through, the assistant on the PC. And both of them, it had a fly safe update for both of them, so I did them both.
Did it do your was it able to do the calibration or?
Well, like I said, the calibration happened when I went through the bridge the second time. And I
Uh-huh.
brought it back with the calibration error. I was able to bring it back to me, landed it, turned it off. And I said, wonder if it has something to do with me sitting next to the car. So I moved up about a foot, turned it on, and I never had it again. So I don't know if it was because of me by the car and then when I looked at the flights, Johnny and I were talking about it. I said, well, the first time I went through it, I was getting a little weight. You could see it wasn't stable enough. It was like, it looked like I was in a lot of wind, but I wasn't. And I wasn't bringing it back and forth. The thing was flying straight, but you can see it was drifting different ways.
Yeah, but the question is that particular sensor that you're getting an error for, is that even affected by you standing by a vehicle? Like, does that even have
Well, I've
anything to
had
do with that?
I've had interference before by being next to my car, where
Right,
it'll give me
but what I'm saying
interference
is,
warnings.
does that sensor have anything to do with that system of the drone though, is what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
I
could
don't
be
know.
something else. Cause
Yeah, it could have.
it didn't really tell me what the sensor was yesterday.
Yeah,
It just said to go to DJI Assist to do the calibration.
I think I'm gonna send them a copy of
So,
everything and ask them about it because they'll know what
Rio,
Jesus, David,
to do. Mike works,
mute your mic next time you yell.
just a minute.
That's fucking loud.
but the first time I went through the bridge, like I said, I had a little drift and it was drifting both ways, and I was about 4 feet. The second time through the bridge, I was at about maybe 2.5 feet. And that's when I got the sensor when I brought it down to about 2.5 feet. So it could have been rebar or something in the bridge.
Yeah, because like I
But
said, when I looked it up yesterday, it didn't really explain what the sensor was. It just said to go there and do the
well, it
calibration. So I'm
said
not sure what that is.
vision sensor. The only thing I'm thinking that the vision sensor should be these two little deals on the bottom.
So what that's probably is just your probably something to do with the obstacle avoidance. I don't think you standing by the car would have anything to do with that.
Yeah, because this doesn't have any obstacle avoidance.
But it does
But you
have
see those two?
landing sensors though.
Yeah, those two little circles. You
Now,
know,
yeah, but those sensors will still act as now, if you hover the Avata and you put your hand under, does it move up from your hand?
I don't know. I've never done it.
Cause those bottom
I don't
sensors,
think,
cause like
I don't think,
oh, go ahead.
no, I said, I don't think it does.
Cause like the Mini 1 and the Mini 2 didn't have obstacle avoidance, but the bottom sensors, if you put your hand under, it would move up away from your hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the bottom ones did sense things, but it just didn't have any front or back or top, protection. It just had bottom. That was it.
Justin, I still can't find that Surface Pro or laptop.
Well, you might have to use your phone then until you can find it. That's what
This
I would
flat's got
do.
its own Bermuda Triangle, I'm sure of it.
Like I said, I would just do like I said, if you got a little tripod with a phone stand, just put it up on your desk while you're using it until you can find it. I'm sure you'll find it eventually. I mean, your apartment's only so big, so it's got to be in there somewhere. It'll be different if
I
you're
mean,
in like a 4-story house with a huge attic and shit, and you got shit everywhere.
What are you stupid?
Don't remember like giving it to one of the kids or anything like that.
no, it's something I've always used, so it's somewhere.
Well, like I said, you can always use your phone just temporarily until you can find it. 'Cause that's one of the things, that's, I said, that's one of the things I use the
Oi.
the phone gimbal for is I put my phone up on the desk, I attach it to the gimbal, and then I use that as my controller.
Dominique. I see Tim got his cat.
Oh, did he?
Laura said he did.
What, he posted on Facebook or he sent it in Messenger?
I don't know. Laura? Back talking to a brick wall at times. Laura!
Oh, no, he did. He posted it on Facebook. Serenity is home and she took over the desk.
I did, I did a night light of the bridal party doing the toast. I sent it to you to show you what it looks like on Messenger just now.
You know he's cuddled up to her right now.
He'd be at work, wouldn't he?
No, he's not worked home. It's his bedtime, so yeah, he's up working about 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd be sleeping right now.
Did he say what? Did he get the?
David, did you call me?
Yeah, did Tim get the other one or just
No,
This-
just the one.
Just the one.
No, he said he was gonna see how it goes, and then if in a couple of months he feels like he can,
Oh, I thought
he
he was
wants to
gonna
get the
Well,
other
the
one.
only thing is the great thing would be for him to get the sibling.
Cause you gotta think
Yep.
too, he's gotta spend another $200 to get the other one too, so.
Yeah,
He probably
true.
doesn't, yeah, you know, that's $400 in one shot he'd have to spend to get both of them.
Well, I'd
Is-
send him a few bucks.
But he did say though, he wanted, I think he said he was gonna wait a month or so and then see how it was going, and then he was gonna decide whether he wanted to get the second one or not.
You should have went
I
and
mean,
asked for a package deal, like $350.
Yeah, that's true. That would have been a good idea. I mean, the thing is too, is like I'm at least over here, pounds tend to have a
Okay.
lot harder time getting rid of cats than they do dogs. Dogs go a lot easier than cats do. So, I mean, that probably would have, I don't know if it's the same problem over there, but over here, you know, generally dogs will go a lot easier than cats will.
Well, my only comment was, as everybody knows, is that if he were to get two cats that are siblings, they would match up better than bringing in another cat, because you got to figure out how they're going to treat that cat and how they're
Yeah.
gonna, you know.
Well, cats are always assholes to each other for about a week, but then they'll end up liking each other. It takes about a week for cats to start liking each other. Cause we've had cats where we've had other cats come in the house. And you know, they'll hiss at each other for a week or so, and then eventually you'll see them playing, or they just ignore each other after a while. Here, let me pull up Facebook and I'll show you Tim's pictures here. I don't think
He's got pictures.
yeah, he didn't send me him in Messenger, surprisingly. I figured he would.
Sarah, I heard that Justin promised you a child, not a cat.
Dude, you better shut up.
Is that right? I didn't hear that.
Is he gonna be a dad again? That's pretty good.
Yeah, Justin's gonna plan on being a daddy again.
Shut up.
Well, that's nice. Justin, you like it so much.
No, I don't want any
Just
more
think
kids.
as it as an upgrade on the Justin you currently have, you know, a Justin version 5.0. You've got 3 kids, haven't you?
He's got freaky kids. What?
No, you've got 3.
Yeah,
children.
I don't want it anymore. So
Yeah.
there's one of them.
Freaky kids.
Damn, Tim needs to wipe that desk off. Alright, so yeah, there's one of them. But yeah, she already took over Tim's desk, so.
Does that matter a proper time now?
Alright, now I'm gonna have to bother Tim about that desk being wiped off.
Makes you itch, don't it?
I always bug him and Sean about cleaning. And Sean,
I said, Sarah, Justin said he would let you have another child. And I muted him so he can't butt in. Justin, you're muted. Sarah asked me to repeat what I said, so
Yeah, go ahead. Repeat.
I've repeated it. Well, I had to mute Justin so it'd stop him.
There's Serenity.
It's a cute kitty.
Yeah.
You all right there, Justin?
I'm
Yeah,
just waiting for you to
passed out.
finish.
Yeah, finished. I've
I
told
thought he
him.
passed out.
Yeah, I'm not having another kid.
That you know of.
Shut up.
You know, just because you take take the birth control pills that were meant for your daughter doesn't mean
No,
doesn't
see,
mean-
she said, as wonderful as that would be, no more kids. The 3 we have are enough already. The thing is Sarah really doesn't want, it's hard to say, like,
I think Sarah wants grandkids.
she really doesn't want kids. Oh, shut up, Paul. We
Right.
are
You mean
too
to
young
say
for
she would
grandkids.
like another cat child?
They're gonna have grandkids pretty soon, David.
No, what I'm saying is she doesn't want any more kids, but if we had another one, she'd be absolutely ecstatic.
Now, what's your oldest daughter's name?
Kelsey.
Kelsey. So Kelsey's 16. So give her a year or two, and she'll
A
present you.
year or two, and I'm gonna kick someone's ass.
Go to Grandpa. Go to Grandpa.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill somebody is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
That'd be the end of my fucking channel because I'll be
There-
in prison.
Sarah would be spoiling the hell out of that kid.
You probably wouldn't look good in stripes. But
Yeah,
they
'cause
always
she-
do them
your daughter's a-
horizontally, so it makes you look bigger.
Your daughter's a fairly good looking young lady, so it won't be long, Justin.
Yeah, I'll fucking kill somebody.
Won't be
tell me.
long.
Paul stirring it up, I'll tell you.
Tell you what, it'd be a hell of a race between Sarah and Justin.
Alright, so
How old are you now, Justin?
38.
Well, see,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's about a good age to be a granddad.
yeah,
Well,
it
the
could be
fuck it's
granddaddy. Granddaddy before 30.
Hell no.
Yeah, I wasn't a grandfather till I was 67 years old. 68 years old.
See all those years you missed, Joe?
I didn't miss nothing. I didn't miss a thing, trust me.
Don't worry, Justin. There's actually a song for you. Granddad, we love you. Granddad, we do.
David, do you want to see part 2 of the war?
Might as well.
We can start up a sequel right now.
So Sarah says no grandkids for at least a year.
No, for at least 10 years.
Oh, I thought it was 1 year.
No. What's up, Lance? Oh, I know. I'm gonna send him my address, Lance. He's gonna go ahead and send me that printer. So I can show him how to properly use it, you know?
Who, me?
Yeah. Lance keeps telling me to
Oh,
ship
hell
me your
no.
printer because it's not running 24/7.
It's heating up right now.
No, to be fair, Lance, he did use it a couple times yesterday, so.
All day yesterday. I printed 5 lithopanes at 2 hours apiece, and then that other one at 2 hours apiece.
Yeah, he did use it yesterday, so I'll give you that.
And actually, I got to look. They got another lithopane thing that I found. It's just a little single box. And what I'm thinking about doing is trying to find a picture of the bridal party. Might be the one I have that I sent you with that nightlight, where they're all. I think I want to get the picture from them though, and make it, and then I'll make one for each one of the groomsmen and each one of the bridesmaids, and they can give them to them.
See, Lance, I was glad I had my kids at a younger age because I don't want to be dealing with teenagers when I'm in my 50s.
Well, and the other thing too, Lance, you got to remember is that the rate of fertility is transmitted through genetics. So,
No, but what I'm saying though is like
It's
I
starting.
know I know people that didn't have kids till they were like in their late 30s, mid 40s, and I'm like, fuck that, dude. Like you're literally gonna be dealing with teenagers when you're in your 50s and 60s. Like your kids aren't gonna be graduating until you're in your 60s. Like fuck that. Like I would rather
yeah.
my kids be grown when I'm in my 50s. And
So how old were you when you had your first kid?
20 how old was I, Sarah? 22, 23? I don't remember, to be honest with you. This is well, Kelsey's 16, so go back 16 years, I'm 38. Or
22.
22, yeah. I've been 22. But like I said, and then I had a friend growing up, his mom had a kid at 50 years old. Imagine that, dude. She's up there at 50 having a kid. She'll probably never see any of her grandkids unless she makes it past, 70.
Justin, I'll introduce you to my brother. Oh, for God's sake. Real packet of fucking. Right. Yes,
Should,
I'm saying. Justin, I'll
I should have
introduce you to my brother.
Well, that's just my personal preference, Lance. Like, if that worked for you, then that's great. I mean, I don't down anybody for that. It's just my personal preference as I was glad I had kids at a younger age. That way, when I'm in my 40s, even when I'm in my 40s, 2 of my kids will be out, grown, and I don't have to do anything for them anymore.
So your
As far
target
as
is then to be a granddad at 40?
no,
His
saying
target is to be a granddad about 45, 50.
my 2 kids, my 2 oldest will be graduating high school, I think, when I hit 41.
So another 4 years, 5 years after that.
And then Aubrey, she won't she's way behind the other 2. So when the other 2 graduate high school, she'll only be in like 6th grade, I think,
Well,
or 7th grade.
they could be providing you with your grandchildren sooner than later.
No, that all depends on how their life goes. Because I've tried to tell them and instill into them that they're better off not doing what me and their mom did and either going to college or getting a career and getting established than have kids. So
So
me and Sarah didn't do that.
so so that is one of your life regrets?
No, it's not a regret. I'm just saying statistics do show that if you get a career and you establish yourself a little bit and then have kids, or you go to college, get a career and establish yourself, then have kids, you'll do better in life than you will just having kids at a young age. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff me and Sarah didn't do because we had kids at a young age. Do I regret it? No. I'm just saying I would like to see my kids do better than I did. And they would do better if they went and either went to college, got a career, and then had kids, or established themselves in a decent career. Because I mean, you really don't have to go to college to get a good career.
Hey, Jody.
Plenty of people out there have really good careers without going to college. But like I said, if you look at statistics, they do show that that's a better way to go.
I tell you, I'm gonna take this jacket off since Dre won't come on. I was getting prepared for him.
Well, you getting hot?
Yeah, he must be intimidated.
What's up, Jody?
Dre's gonna come on and he's gonna be in a tux. Watch. I'm gonna go buy me. I got me one of those in the back. I gotta find it. It's a tuxedo T-shirt that I'm gonna leave up here. And so every time Dre jumps on, I'm gonna change it.
Just so everyone's aware, Laura's going live in 2 minutes.
Yeah, okay. So if everybody would like to log out of YouTube and go do something else in 2 minutes, welcome.
Oh, you weren't here this morning, Justin. I got a text from the North Shore coach, the team I got to shoot on Monday, and I brought him 50 envelopes. Right? He texted me and he sent me an empty box and said, "I need more envelopes." And I said, "Well, how many kids you got this year?" He said, 95.
Oops.
So I'm bringing him 50 more envelopes in a little bit. So that means I've got 95
Why are
kids
you
that are gonna
providing
be
them?
shooting.
Yeah, does he
What?
pay you for them?
No, the envelopes cost me $2.50
In
to
other
make,
words,
but
Oh,
in other
I
words,
did
they're envelopes for them to send money to
yeah,
him.
to put their money in and bring them back to me.
Uh,
Yeah, it's my envelopes to make money. And it puts my Venmo on there, and I'm already getting Venmo payments for Monday.
I think you should charge $43 per envelope, but that's just mine.
Nah. I'll put it says all the pricing on it, the
Yeah.
packages. And if I
Oh,
have
yeah,
95 kids, yeah. If I get 95 kids, do a $20 package, I'm like living large.
I
You
know what
know?
envelopes
And
you're talking about.
I haven't
Yeah.
got a $20 package yet. Everything's been 30 at least.
It's the
So
same envelopes the kids bring home that have all the packages
yeah.
written on it for school.
Yeah, and if you send them out about a week ahead of time, or about it was a week ahead of time, the parents know, and it's falling in a good pay period right now because they'll get paid. They just got paid, or they're getting paid a couple of days later. So I should pick up more money that way. It depends on when the shoot is. And like I said, there's 95 kids, and if I get 75% of them buy a $20 package, I'll be somewhere in the neighborhood of about $1,600 profit for about 4 hours work. So I could deal with that. Hopefully I'll get in seniors. I don't know how many seniors he has. I do a $60 poster, $50 poster for them with a small poster. And that thing cost me about $22 to make. And if they got 10 of them, you figure that's another $200 profit. And then I'm gonna do the signs and everything for the yard. And if I can get more than 10 signs, that's another big profit, because it cost me, I charge 25, they'll charge me about 10 a piece. So I'm trying to do all the little add-ons to it. So I'm hoping to pull about a $200 to $2,500 a day. If I can pull a $2,500 a day, that makes up everything I've lost. That means I'll be a little comfortable again.
What do you
And
want,
that'll
Tyson?
cover me all the way through the football.
What do you want, Tyson? Huh? What? Big baby. Yeah, you just a big baby, aren't you? Oh, Bo, you better back it up or Tyson's gonna bite you.
Huh.
He gets jealous when he's laying with me and Bo comes up to me. He'll attack him. You don't like it.
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Yeah, I got some more shorts I got to put together. I forgot about that. I got to go get those other videos
Yes, that.
because I've got all the dancing they were doing at the wedding and all the jumping around, hopping around.
Oh,
and a couple of dances that they were all
Oh.
huggy on.
Your nails.
I'm gonna make some shorts.
Look what I did to my finger on the damn stove the other day. Oh, wrong finger. Ah, see that?
Wow,
Fucking burnt
that
the
hurt.
shit out of it. Yeah, I've been putting,
That look.
yesterday I went to when I went to the doctor's. Uh, they gave me a couple of those little packs of antibiotic cream because I didn't have any left at the house. I've been putting that on there, try to make it heal up a little quicker.
And you see, this gets me mad. They had a photo booth type of thing at the wedding, and I took
Uh-huh.
a picture with them, and you put in your phone number, and emails it to you. Never got it.
Hold on, it doesn't actually print out the photo at the photo booth. You have to email it.
Well, they were printing them out, and they were taking so many they ran out of the what you call it, the film.
So was it like one of the
So
ones you would see at like an arcade?
yeah, something like that.
Okay.
But the guy it ran out, and it got checked, and didn't have any other roll with him. So he put it in where it would email it to you.
Now,
It would text it to you.
was it free for people to use or did you have to pay
Yeah,
for it?
it was free.
Well, why the fuck didn't that dude should have had like tons of extra rolls with him?
I
Like,
agree.
because this is the thing is if you're renting out a machine, especially with you renting it is covering the cost of everybody being able to use it for free.
Yeah,
You should have all the extra stuff with you just in case that machine goes down. Matter of fact, you
Well,
should have an extra machine in the trailer with you just in case.
yeah.
If you're going to run a good business. Because I would tell that dude, I want some of my money back because you didn't have all the stuff with you to provide it through the whole thing.
Well, I think they told me that when it was all said and done, he was giving them a USB with everything that the machine took. But I don't see where it would have kept it unless it keeps it in a storage. Like
It's
I
probably
didn't
got
see anything on it.
internals. It's probably got an internal storage inside the machine.
Yeah, but it was supposed to text me. I put it in there and it said texting. And I didn't feel it hit. And I didn't have it on vibrate, but I don't have it. It didn't come to me. I forgot all about it. So
But I
there's a
mean,
lot of pictures that they didn't get.
well, like, and what I'm saying too is, you know how volatile weddings can be. So if you're
Yeah.
somebody that's renting out a machine like that for a wedding, you should have the maintenance done really well on those machines. Like I said, if anything, you should have an extra one in a trailer outside just in case you need it.
Yeah.
And you should have all the extra shit there for the pictures. Should be no reason or no excuse why you run out of stuff for the machine.
I agree.
Because then that right there, I'd have been going to the dude and be like, I want a discount on the rental because you didn't have all the shit for it. Like that thing should have been
Right
running
there with
through
you.
the whole damn ceremony. Because, I mean, you know, Joe, if that thing was free, you know that everybody's going to want to get into the booth and take a picture because they
Yeah.
don't have to pay for it, right? So you're going to use up a lot of shit.
Yep. I do agree. I do.
Yeah, as volatile as you guys have said weddings are, man. If I was doing something like that, I'd have extra of everything. I wouldn't want to be there with my hand in my dick in my hand in the middle of a ceremony.
It
Yeah,
does. It
I
doesn't.
don't do
Shit
I?
happens at weddings. Shit
That's what
happens
I'm
at weddings.
saying.
I'm telling you.
But if I was a vendor, I would have extra of everything because I would be nervous that something would break or something,
And,
and I don't.
and you're right. I'd have an extra machine too.
Yeah, if anything, you bring two machines and you set them up. That way, if one breaks, you still got one running,
Yeah.
You include that in the package as a double machine thing.
Well, I'll be honest with you. The price they're charging for the shit, they're paying for it the first time.
Oh, for the machine?
Yeah, I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah,
If
machine's
whatever
probably.
they do, 2 weddings is paid for all their equipment.
Well, not to mention, you think they're probably doing other shit too, birthday parties,
Oh yeah. And the background totally sucked, I'll be honest with you.
probably
was like-
quinceañeras and all kinds of shit,
Yeah. The background was a floral background, but it was more like it almost looked like green, like grass. It was just different stripes going up. And it didn't, and then it took your picture, then it put a frame around you, like a
Hey,
gold frame around
man.
you. It didn't look bad, but it was like,
Is there some people that will spend shit tons of money even on a kid's birthday party?
Well, guess
Like,
what? If you've got an iPad, you can download the app yourself, create your own background, put it on a tripod, leave it there all
Yeah.
night, print them out. At the end of the night, send them on.
well, I mean,
Yep.
these days, shit, you could take Joe's camera, hook it up on a tripod, and get a really decent picture printer from Walmart for like $100 and put it next to the camera and just doot, doot,
yeah.
doot, doot. Every time somebody takes a picture, you just print it out and hand it to them.
Yeah, but the iPad app or even Android, yeah, you can do all the silly pictures and add all the little extras in like you can on these photo booths.
I gotta take that drive all the way back to Slidell. It's only like 17 miles, but it's still 17 miles. It wasn't my plan for the day.
Yeah,
But it also gets me out of going to Metairie, Louisiana with my daughter that I don't want to go to in the first place. She's trying to get me to go look at cars in a place in New Orleans. And I told her, I said, listen to me good. Figure out how to fix this shit that y'all got going right now, where they got a Dodge Nitro sitting in the driveway that they could drive as soon as they get the insurance on it and get the registration all fixed because they took the insurance off of it. So if they could figure out how to pay for that, it's going to be the same thing she paid for trying to get into a new car. And the note will be $150 a month instead of $600 a month with insurance and everything. So she more than that actually, because the insurance would be 600 plus 300 for a car, so 1,000 a month she don't have, and she could be driving again. It'll be a mama's car, but she could pay her mama 150, 200 a month, and save 800 a month. And if she even gets on her mom's insurance, she could still save 600 a month. So she's being stupid. That's what she's being. No, because they can't get a hold of the DMV. The DMV's saying call back, call back, call them all day. Somebody sit on the phone all day with them, but figure it out.
I hate the
That's
fucking DMV.
That's the best bet. Why spend $3,000 to get into a car that you're going to have $1,000 a month with insurance bills when you can maybe spend $2,200, $2,500 to get all this stuff because they got fines on it because they dropped it. The insurance dropped and they didn't realize it. They say they didn't realize it.
Oh yeah,
And
so they got a
yeah,
fine from the DMV, like a fee, right?
Yeah, but they got multiple fines on it for the insurance. And I told them it's a mistake. They can only fine you once on the insurance. So you go call them up, and it probably go down to about I think it's a $600 fine. So you got a $600 fine. Then you got the registration that expired while it was in the shop. It was in the repair shop, and the registration expired. They didn't.
Yeah, but
Nobody
Joe,
mailed it in.
I'm wondering if it's not multiple fines, but maybe a fee for every month or so that they didn't have insurance or whatever.
So they're saying it's the same fine multiple times.
Huh.
So I'd call them up and say, how
but-
you giving me 3 fines on the same thing?
Yeah, but what if you say you don't have insurance for a month and they fine you, and then you get insurance for 6 months, and then you get another month without insurance, they fine you again. They can't do
No,
that.
it was the one-time insurance thing. Because you can't, once you get insurance the second time, you still got a problem. She wasn't gonna be able to register it without it lapsed somehow, or when they changed it, something happened. But I told her, I said, call them up. Well, they tell me to leave a message and they don't call me back. We'll call them back again. Call them back. I said, they open at 7 in the morning. Get up at 6:30 and start calling them. Call them till you get in the queue where you're going to be picked up. Because they only answer like 40 calls. Then they start calling you back. And then if you don't get called back, you start again. Because that happened to one of my sons. And he called them first thing in the morning, got in there and settled it over the phone real quick.
Huh.
But what I would do is I would call, and she's at home. They're both at home. Both of you get on the call and just keep calling until you get through. You know, I don't care if it takes all day to do it. That's something you got to do. It's a responsibility. You know, and like I said, if they say, yeah, that's a mistake, it shouldn't be multiple fines, she may get by with $600 insurance, getting the insurance reinstated, $600 debt, $1,200, and save $2,000 or $3,000 in a deal. But it's not convenient. That's the best words, because it's going to take some time for me doing something. So I told her yesterday, do not call me about putting you on my insurance. It's not ever going to happen. Because she's still on my insurance. They haven't dropped it off yet. They said it should drop off before the end of the month.
Do you guys get Tate and Lyle products over there?
What was that?
Tate and Lyle, Tate and Lyle, Lyle apostrophe S, like golden syrup and honey and stuff like that. And sugar.
We've got a company called Kero, I think it's Kero, that does a different flavored syrups.
Yeah,
But I
they've
don't
just
think it's the same
announced
company.
over here they're doing a rebrand. Yeah. 150 after 150 years, they're doing a rebrand of the logo, which is up to them. But everyone thought that it was a lion, yeah, with loads of bees flying around it. Turns out it's a dead lion with loads of flies as its logo, and they've only just announced it, so they're rebranding it to a lion's head with a bumblebee.
That is funny.
I mean, I've never heard of that brand, but it is possible. That doesn't mean that it's not over here. I just have never heard of it.
I just never knew that. I've seen the products, but I don't buy their syrup and stuff and honey. But it's the first time I've known that the actual logo was a dead lion with flies around it. I mean, what a logo!
That's kind of funny.
So David, are you doing another live show today?
Yeah, I'm doing one about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Laura's live at the moment.
Oh, is she?
She's doing an American Trucks live.
Ah. 'Cause I was going to say, we can shut it down so you can go over there.
I don't mind.
Okay, Justin, are you going to go over to Laura's channel?
Yeah, I'll go over there and see what she's up to.
All right, Joe, you got other places to go, right?
Yeah, I got to run the slide deal, drop off the those envelopes.
Yep.
That
Okay,
way I'll
everybody
catch y'all
in the
later.
chat,
midnight.
everybody in chat, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again later today.
Yeah.
And see y'all
Catch you
later.
all later, and I'll over on Little
Go
Llama.
over to Laura's channel.